and threaten violence. Who are you? In a democratic state, express your views, criticize government about its ineptness, quote unquote, in dealing with matters of illegal immigrants. But don't call for violence in our country. We know what violence can do. These people who call for violence, look at what they did in June and July unrest, looting here in Joburg and KZN. And now they think, no, this thing is doable. You can go to TV and say that on such and such a date, if you don't move mountains, you will see what will happen. You are inciting violence. Innocent people are going to be, you know how many people we lost?
Who are you? I will tell you who Jacinta is. Jacinta, she is a fearless warrior. Jacinta is a hero. Jacinta is a selfless woman, a powerful woman, an heiress, a bold woman that laid down her life to fight for the economic freedom of South Africans. That is who she is. I am so disappointed with, with your statement with regards to the conduct of March and March in this country. You need to understand that South Africans have Human Rights Commission that is being funded by the taxpayers' money. But these people do not represent the voice and the interest of South Africans. Rather, they represent the voice and the interest of outsiders. Hence, they form their group to give voice to the voiceless, to give hope to the hopeless. Through this same Jacinta, many children are in school. Through this same Jacinta, many children are having school uniform. And then you ask, who is she? I just told you who she is. It baffles me how ANC, jump to answer to summons by failed African leaders. Leaders that has failed their people, leaders that have plunged their country into poverty, that are trying to use South Africa and South Africans to escape accountability to their people. Those people, when they give you summons, you jump to answer their summons, but turn a blind eye on the cry of your own people, South Africans. And then you are one of the people that made South Africans not to be respected by foreign nationals. In one of your videos, you were insulting South Africans, saying that Mugabe educated their people, that South Africans are not educated. I was very disappointed in that video. And after that video, many foreign nationals have been using the same tone to insult South Africa. Some of the government officials, they need to, desist from making some kind of controversial statements against their people. Statements that make South Africans to become vulnerable to other Africans. When you guys were on exile, it is the same South Africans that stood by in the country to look after the country, to look after your interests while you were on exile. These are the same people that fought for the country. These are the same people that was being oppressed on a daily basis. And then today, the country has gained independence, but the same people are still bound by poverty. The same people cannot educate their children except they march. They cannot take their shower except they march. They cannot eat breakfast except they march. What kind of a leader subject their people to that kind of economic hardship? And yet, when they arise to fight for themselves, you come out and say, who are they? Who are they what? Or do they need to introduce themselves before they can fight for their country? Do they need to be somebody prominent before they can be able to fight for their country? I think what the government should be doing right now, if you want us to be safe as foreign nationals, if you want our safety, is to listen to the cry, is to address the people, is bring back the township economy to South Africans. That is the only way peace can reign. If this country burns down tomorrow, the government will raise tax, income tax and corporate tax will be raised, to generate revenue, to repair the country. Why can't the government increase the tax in order to raise revenues for South Africans to have their own business, to own their own spaza shop? Why can't the government help South Africans to have spaza shop? If 20,000 South Africans can be financed to have their own spaza shop, they will empower 20,000 South Africans. That means 20,000 South Africans will become a business owner, an employer, and they will employ themselves. They will empower themselves. I think that ANC should listen to the cry of the people and do what they want for us to be, for foreign nationals to be safe in this country. Instead of trying to antagonize people that are marching for their nation, people that are fighting for their own economic freedom, instead of antagonizing them, instead of looking for murder to pin on them, instead of looking for a way to shut them up, why don't you answer to their cry?